There are some massive coaching questions. And I know we're running through all the bad, but we're going to get to the good. There is some good. Massive coaching questions. Because, and we'll dive into the first good here, Jaylen Warren looked like a stud last night. Jaylen Warren was finally the feature back, and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense finally had a ground game again. You looked at it and said, there it is. There's the 1-2 punch with 1 being 1 and 2 being 2 and not backwards. And that's what the Steelers have desperately needed, is this to go the other way around, for Jaylen Warren to be the spark plug that gets it going, while Najee Harris is the guy that simply just puts it on the ground and gets you what you could get and punches somebody in the mouth on the way. That's what you're looking for. And while that works, the next drive, Russell Wilson, after fumbling a football, they throw it 3 and out. Boom, he's gone. Momentum killed. Not even trying to get it back. Okay, great. In big moments, running the football instead of throwing the football. Why? Because the white flag has been raised. And that's where the Steelers were. Their offense, their coaching is atrocious. And their inability to stick these things out. The Pittsburgh Steelers used to be the team that won in 2-minute drills. That's what they did. They won late. They do not win late anymore. That's where the Steelers stand. Is Mike Tomlin waves that terrible towel early, or that white flag early, and says, okay, look it, we're down 13, 14 points with 5 minutes left. There's no coming back from this. This is it. We're tossing it in. We'll head to next week. It's crazy to me how we've gotten here. It is certainly Mike Tomlin is a vibes head coach. He's always been a vibes head coach. But right now, there's not even a try in his heart to try and get this thing going when the things are going wrong. He immediately gives up. And that is a wild turn of events for a head coach that preached. I mean, I was there for Kenny Pickett. I watched them develop Kenny Pickett into nothing more than with 2 minutes on the clock, Kenny's going to go win that football game. They couldn't develop his ability to throw the football. They couldn't develop his processing. They couldn't give him a good head coach or a good offensive coordinator, None of it. They gave him a terrible offensive line for half of it and almost no running game. But they developed him into a damn good winner at the end of it. Now it's the complete opposite. Jingle bells, jingle all the way to my partners at DraftKings. The holidays are finally here, and my partners at DraftKings have the perfect gift for you. Right now, all new DraftKings customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code ALLSteelers. The crown is yours. That's right. New customers get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins after betting just $5. And don't forget to stay in the action and use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. I do it all the time. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings daily fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code ALLSteelers and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. That's promo code ALLSteelers only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Oh, well, we're not going to develop Russ any more than he is. So this is what we got. Either you're winning or you're not. End of story. That's where the Steelers stand. Wild one. Now, let's talk where the Steelers can go. Because, yeah, there's some negatives, but there's some positives. Jaylen Warren is one of them. And if that continues, and it should, I'm not guaranteeing that it does. I'm not even confident that it's going to, but it should. It should continue to the point where Jaylen Warren is your running back 1 and Najee Harris is your running back 2. Why would it not? Why would you do anything other? Jaylen Warren looks way better than Najee Harris does at this point in the season. And he's clearly the future of your running back position, while Najee is clearly the future of somebody else's. Okay. Calvin Austin's your other golden star here. Because, wow, If the Steelers could figure out how to use Pat Freiermuth and Calvin Austin, they don't have to worry about George Pickens not being on the field. But they just can't seem to figure out how to use them. Calvin Austin catching a moon ball on the sideline, awesome. That's not his game. But neither is catching a screen pass on 3rd and 10 when you are going to punt afterwards in a crucial 4th down or in a crucial 4th quarter play. Neither of those is his game. And he came down with it, and it was a hell of a catch, hell of a throw, hell of placement, whole 9. But that's not Calvin Austin's game. But if you could utilize what Calvin Austin does well, if you could figure out over the middle of the field, if you could get him into open space and not open space behind the line, open space in front of the line, Calvin Austin is an absolute animal and somebody that is going to develop into somebody very good in the NFL. And you're starting to see those things. Pat Freiermuth catches, I believe, 1 pass yesterday, 3 passes, for 16 yards. And you're sitting around going, classic Pat Freiermuth game. It's not Pat Freiermuth. It's the Steelers' inability to get Pat Freiermuth the football. Because Michael Pruitt is their go-to tight end, not Pat Freiermuth. I don't understand it. It comes back to play calling. But if they can figure those 2 things out, they don't have to worry about when George Pickens comes back. They only have to worry about can you run an offense with the guys who are actually playing well. And those 2 with Jaylen Warren are the guys that are playing well. Put it in those guys' hands. The only issue is that that's not who the Steelers want to put the ball in their hands. They want it to run through Najee and Russell Wilson. Well, that's going to lose you more games than it's going to win you, unfortunately, for the Pittsburgh Steelers.